Well, howdy ho, good neighbor. I got the old hand camera holder and I'm on my way to the dentist. Excuse me. Yep, it's been since October 23rd, 2025. Today is March 3rd or March 2nd, 2026, like 4 months later. So they put some bone in here. Yeah, it's ugly. But I'm getting used to it, especially after the hockey player of the United States hockey team got his tooth smashed out. It just looks like, yeah, I'm a hockey player or something. But I'll never get used to it. But I'm gonna go get a checkup and I'll let you know if they gotta put more bone in here. Yeah, you see it, or not. Or if I gotta get a new tooth drilled in there, that would be nice. But nothing's easy. Have I said that before? I don't know. So let's go see what they see, if they have to add more bone or if they can actually get to work. So, all right, update coming. I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know how. Hopefully this is backed out enough. Let's see. Yeah, you see it. So I brush my teeth real good before I go to the dentist. Like, I brush them a lot anyway and floss them a lot, but now they're gonna be in there, so I gotta look really good. I'll gotta get all that stuff out of the middle of my teeth. All right, let's go see if I need more bone. That's what she said. All right, you know the drill. Oh, as always, I wanna thank you again for coming along with me on these Will I Need More Bone adventures. That's right. Everybody needs more bone, but hopefully I had enough bone. I've had enough bone in my life, but some people want to give me more bone. We'll find out. All right. As always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these more bone adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Jazz, jazz. Prosperity. Not prosperity, not you know what it is. Okay, here's a small video of the prism pump. There's the manifold coming out right next to the diesel. Up and over into the muffler. Yes, yes, yes. That was loud. Howdy ho, good neighbor. It is apparent this is the day after I got my tooth checked out. Let me show you. I'll get in here into the daylight. You see that? I got good news. My tooth is good to go. I got to go back in April and get the implant. So the bone is working, but before I do, I just tested this fire pump. This is an old fire pump. It leaks all over the place. We're getting a new heat. See how that thing's all, that heat blanket is all torn up. But after each time I run this pump, I get these numbers here. 565.5. So I'll go write that down in my little record book. But I definitely wanted to tell you about my tooth. I always put these back where you get them. I don't know why that goes like that goes like that. Do you see that? All right. So now we will write right here. What was our number? 565.5. All right, there you go. Let me put you down right here, and I'll pick you up in 1 minute. Stand by. Okay, let's open this valve back open. We closed this valve because it's pressuring up the system, and every time I run this pump, all the alarms go off in that building. So if I close this valve, that building gets no fluctuation in pressure. So we'll lock that up and be done. How about that? Let's pick you up. We'll put on the old hard hat and lock this door. Make sure I have the keys. There's all the pump is on. You always want to make sure it's on. Everything's on, everything's back. Coffee cup in hand. Don't want to forget that. I've done that before. Oh, another thing I do is, see when I close that valve right there, I do not ever want to leave here with that valve closed. So I put this sign on the door. It says control valve open. You see that? Control valve open. So that's going to go right here for next week. All right, but that's the here nor there. What we're talking about is my tooth. Let me close this selfie stick up. Everything's done in here. I got the keys in my pocket. Never lock the keys in here. I'm trying to do this one-footed. It's not working. Why? Okay, let's go close. This is all good. We ran this pump for 30 minutes. Let's double check, make sure we have those keys. You know, because I said don't want to lock the keys in here. Where are they? There they are. All right. Closing. This is the electric pump. We run this once a month for 10 minutes. So that diesel fire pump, we run for 30 minutes a week, a half an hour a week. This electric pump, we run for 10 minutes every month. So that's all we do here. So we can close this door up. Nothing to do here. Let's see if I can do this one-footed. Look at that. That's what I've been trying to do. Everything looks good in here, except for, well, I'm not going to say except. Let's just get out of here. Locking, checking, good. All right. So back to my tooth. Sit, boo-boo. Go return these keys. But yes, my tooth is getting repaired in April. So when I take all these videos, you go, why would he do that with that tooth? Well, it's prosperity, not prosperity. That means to get rich. Posterity. Boy, those words are too close. But yes, I'm going to get this tooth in April. They're going to put an implant and a brand new tooth in there. So, all for posterity reasons. That's why I make these videos. All right. Well, let's get to my next stop. I think I got to put a skirt on. Believe it or not, all we have to do, an easy job. Remember, nothing's easy. All we have to do is put a skirt on at a mall. Well, usually that means the head's too high and you have to drain it. It's probably in hard lid with white ceiling and white rock and white carpet and white clothes. So yeah, nothing's easy. Just go put a skirt on. It'll be easy. Don't listen to them. Bosses have a good way of lying. All right, April, a new tooth is going in. So stay tuned to the Joy Cool channel for brand new teeth. I can't wait. All right. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these new teeth are coming adventures. That's right, our new tooth. Hopefully it won't be teeth. I don't want to do this anymore. All right. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. Yeah, it's bright out here. And if you want any free pallets, talk to me.